Zombie Apocalypse.
Good day, Tinkercad friends. I want to make a super cool bar spinner super quick. Move to your featured shape generators and grab the meta capsule. When you bring that little fella out there, I like to make the bow be outward. I like to make it the maximum size of 2.5. That gives me a nice rounded shape to build with. And like I said, I'm going to build a bar spinner. I need to grab the hole. Remember, I like to use 22.3 for my holes. I find that works best with my PLA on all my printers. The bearings fit in real nice when I use this. Make sure you also switch to 60 sides. It makes it much more rounded, and that also helps. I like to keep these 8 millimeters thick, and then if we take these two items and we center them, pop, pop, and view from the top, we can tell that our cool little bar needs to be a little bigger. So I just clicked on the edge, so now I can see these little squares and I can stretch him out so that he still looks quite nifty, keeps his rounded shape, and is going to totally enclose that hole. I'm going to at that point do center center. That looks really cool. It's exactly what I was looking for. And then, to make my bar spinner, I'm going to look at this from the top. Fit to view, top view. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to duplicate it. And when I nudge this over, I can pick how I want it to look. Now I could overlap it as much as that, and I do kind of like that. I'm going to click back on this chunk and do Control D again, and I'm going to nudge it to that same amount on the other side, making sure that there is a gap between them. So there is a gap between my bearings, but it's going to be a nice, compact, and awesome spinner. At that point, I can grab the entire critter and group it and take a good look at my spinner, pick a cooler color, give it something snazzy to look at. I do need to make sure that it is 7 millimeters thick. That still looks awesome. That's exactly what I was hoping. And then I want to put my initials out here just because I think it's real cool when the spinner is actually connected to my name. I want my initials to be flat, so I'm going to bring out a piece of a block for just a moment. I'm going to press W to put the work plane on the front of that block. That way it's going to be flat with my spinner. Bring out my text, and I'm going to just put MH. Turn that into a hole, delete the block, press W to get rid of the work plane, click on my letters and shrink them down to 5 millimeters thick because my whole spinner is 7 millimeters. And then I'm going to lift it up 1 whole millimeter, so it's going to be in the center, because 5 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. And now I'm going to make my MH so it fits on the center of my spinner. Go to the top view, and this way I can nudge it along so that I'm happy and stick it in 1, 2 millimeters, maybe even 3. I'll zoom out 1 and make sure that's not poking all the way through. That's fantastic. I can click Shift and I can align and I can make sure it's centered. And then when I group it, I will have a custom spinner that also has my initials. So once you've got yours like that, you can click on share and you can invite me by copying it and shooting that link at Harmon M, and then I will take a look at it and possibly print it. Have fun, keep tinkering. Thanks for making that awesome design.
Zombie Apocalypse.